At about 77, Stevie Nicks, the legendary voice of Fleetwood Mac, lives a life far removed from the dazzling stages and sold-out arenas that once defined her, a reality that leaves fans both nostalgic and deeply saddened. Narratively, her rise from a small-town girl with a dream to a global icon is the stuff of legend, filled with the mystique, magic, and chaos that only rock stardom can bring, yet that same fame now casts long shadows over her quieter days. Conversationally, insiders describe her as tender and introspective, a woman whose energy has been worn thin by decades of touring, relentless schedules, and the emotional toll of public life. Dramatically, the contrast between the electrifying performances of her youth and the solitude she now experiences is striking. Rooms that once echoed with laughter, music, and camaraderie now sit in quiet reflection, punctuated only by memories. Reflectively, her story underscores the cost of artistry, the sacrifices that come with chasing perfection, and the emotional exhaustion that can accompany success, no matter how extraordinary. Cinematically, you can almost see her gliding through sunlit rooms, her signature scarves trailing like whispers of the past, while photographs and gold records silently testify to decades of triumphs now tinged with melancholy. Emotive storytelling emerges as she recalls lost friends, faded collaborations, and the passage of time that even fame cannot halt, revealing the fragility of human connection amidst a life that once felt immortal. Conversational warmth surfaces as she speaks about her daily routines, writing, journaling, tending to her cats, the rituals that offer solace when the world feels too heavy, and it's clear that these small joys now anchor her amidst isolation. Dramatic tension builds as she reflects on health challenges, the physical aches of aging, and the bittersweet realization that the body no longer bends to her will as it once did on stage. Analytically, her life illustrates the gap between public perception and private reality. Millions may see the glamour, the flowing costumes, the songs that define generations, yet few understand the loneliness and longing that exist behind closed doors. Reflectively again, Stevie Nicks demonstrates that even icons are human, vulnerable to sorrow, loneliness, and the quiet grief of time passing, reminding the world that strength is not the absence of struggle but the perseverance despite it. Narrative flashbacks bring vivid glimpses of her younger self, late-night jam sessions, impromptu concerts in smoky clubs, the exhilaration of creative synergy with bandmates, the thrill of writing songs that would become anthems, all juxtaposed against the stillness that defines her present. Conversational honesty threads through her reflections, as she admits moments of melancholy, regrets over lost opportunities, and the subtle ache of memories that never fade. Dramatically, the narrative underscores the contrast between her public persona, mystical, untouchable, eternal, and the intimate reality of a woman navigating life with diminished energy, yet still holding the spark that once captivated millions. Emotive and poetic, she describes music as both a lifeline and a reminder of what has passed, the songs that once ignited stadiums now accompanying reflective mornings and quiet evenings. Analytical musings return as she considers legacy, not simply the albums or accolades, but the influence, inspiration, and cultural imprint she leaves for generations who look up to her, even as her own life is tempered by solitude. Conversational warmth reappears with stories of cherished friends, late-night calls, and small moments of laughter that punctuate days otherwise filled with silence. Dramatic reflections highlight the paradox of fame, adoration on a global scale juxtaposed with personal moments of sadness, the solitude behind every spotlight. Narrative fluidity allows her to weave together past triumphs, present reflections, and future hopes, creating a layered portrait that is at once triumphant and deeply human. Reflectively, she acknowledges the inevitability of aging, the bittersweet nature of hindsight, and the quiet courage it takes to continue living fully despite lingering sadness. Finally, the paragraph closes with poetic resonance. Stevie Nicks' life at 77 is a testament to resilience, artistry, and the human capacity to endure, reminding us that behind legendary voices are fragile hearts, that even the brightest stars sometimes live in shadow, and that her legacy extends beyond music to the profound lesson that grace, vulnerability, and perseverance define true greatness.